Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I got a present in the mail, you guys. Let's look and see what it is. Well, let me set it up and make it look nice at least. I don't want it looking raggedy. I got a new VoxBox in the mail. Whoop, 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 whoop. I know it's actually I don't know if it's showing up, if it'll show up backwards in the video. This says 24K Nudes and it says Maybelline New York at the bottom. And this right here is a VoxBox from Influenster. So I've already done a video where I have received the VoxBox and talked about kind of what VoxBoxes are and what Influenster is. I will put a link maybe in this little info thing. I don't know how to do that, so I'm gonna figure that out. Info thing or description box below so you can see that video. I will also maybe speak briefly about it in this video as well as put a link to more information about Influencer in the description box below. Okay, basically what I mean when I say I get a VoxBox, it means that I received this box for free, this box and the contents of it for free in exchange for my honest review. And trust me when I say this review is gonna be honest, okay? There's no booty kissing. There's no booty kissing. This is about to be real, okay? And hopefully I'll be keeping it short and sweet because I feel some type of way about this palette. Anyway, yes, what is in this box is the Maybelline 24K Nudes. Well, it says 24K. I'm assuming it's 24 karat, but I'll just say 24K Nudes palette, a mascara by Maybelline, and an eyeliner. Now, I somehow managed to lose the eyeliner, but I will put a link in the box below as to what the eyeliner is and where you can get it. It was purple and it was gorgeous, and I think it claimed to be 24-hour wear, and I'm just sad that it's gone. And then as for the mascara, we could talk about that later, but it is the Falsies Push-Up Mascara. The Falsies Push-Up Angel Mascara by Maybelline New York. Anyway, now the star of the show is the Maybelline, or the 24K Nudes palette by Maybelline. It is one of their palettes that is modeled after the mini palettes they have come out with, like the blush nudes, and I think the original one is called the Nudes. And so I think this is their latest release. And I dropped it. Alright, so let's go through the basics real quick. This is a 12 shadow eyeshadow palette, and it is a color scheme that I do not desire whatsoever. I swatched these colors on my arm so you can see them on darker skin, and I'm either going to insert video as I'm talking or voiceover video of the swatches now, or I'm gonna put them at the end of the video. So the VoxBox also came with a little card with this beautiful looking model on it. I'm very sad that my makeup will never come out like this from this palette. Anyway, so it has some information on the back that I'm going to read to you really quick. It's just a short paragraph. It says, "Dare to go nude, 13 looks in one palette up to 12-hour wear." Now, while I cannot attest to the 12-hour wear part because this is my first time actually wearing this eyeshadow for more than 10 minutes. I've tried several looks out of this, and this is the first time I've ever been able to come up with anything that I remotely like. So you see where this review is going. Anyway, so I cannot attest to I hope attest is the right word. I cannot attest to the 12-hour wear. I, however, can let you know that you really can get 13 different looks out of this palette, and I'll explain their reasoning behind that after I finish reading this description. It also goes to say this 12-shade eyeshadow palette features dazzling colors infused with metallic gold pigments. Customize your eye look with versatile shades from sparkling gold and shimmering nude to gilded smoke and aubergine spark. Awesome, right? The way that you can get 13 looks from this palette is as follows. This palette can be separated into quads, trios, and duos. Now let me break this down for you. You have quad number 1, quad number 2, and quad number 3. So that's 3 looks. Then you have duo 1, duo 2, duo 3, duo 4, duo 5, duo 6. So that's 6 looks, and 6 plus 3 is 9. And then you have trio 1, trio 2, trio 3, and trio 4. So that's 4 looks, and 9 plus 4 is 13. Now, where I get this information from, it's right on the back of the palette, which is super convenient, and which is something, oh my god, which is something that I find really nice to be with drugstore palettes, is that they really understand that you probably might be a beginner. Even if you're not a beginner, you might just want some assistance on how to bring these colors together. So not only do they break down how it can be broken down into quads, trios, and duos, but then it labels each palette with a number, and then tells you where you can place the eyeshadow on your eye in order to achieve a look from that quad, trio, or duo. Now these don't have set numbers, but they also do not have names either. So these are just nameless, and so when I refer to any color in this video, I will say brown, I will say purple, I will say golden, because there's no actual name, like maybe in a Too Faced palette or a Juvia's Place palette or something like that. So I knew right from opening this palette that this was not going to be a go for me. Now that doesn't mean it's not going to be for other people, because I think I've seen more people like this palette on YouTube than that don't. So I feel like I'm very much in the minority as usual. Anyway, point being, immediately from opening this palette, I was like, I'm not going to use this color, that color, that color, or that color. That's 5 colors out of the 12. So that leaves me with 7, right? Did I count that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Anyway, that leaves me with 7 colors to choose from. Out of the 7, I immediately knew I was going to like this golden color, this satin brown color, this matte black, because you can't go wrong with the matte black, this beautiful olive army green color, this purple color, and this dark brown, almost black color. With that being said, I do like those colors, but I do not like the color scheme of this palette as a whole. They say you can create 13 looks out of this. I can only create 2/3 of a look out of this. For example, my eyeshadow look I did today. I said I'm gonna go ahead and review this, which by the way, I'm not obligated to review this by Influencer. They only really want you to review it like on the Influencer website or on the product website or on Instagram. I'm doing a YouTube video by choice because I want y'all to understand that this affordable palette is not for me. I don't like the color scheme of this at all. I cannot achieve but 2/3 of a look out of this. For example, my eyeshadow look today. I said I'm going to be filming a video on this. I want to at least incorporate at least one shadow into my look. Now, when I've actually had this palette for a couple weeks, but I've been dreading doing this review because I don't like the palette. And the reason I don't like it is because I feel like it's really hard to work with these colors. Because of the fact a lot of these colors are outside of my general comfort zone. It's like a combination of that and the combination that some of these colors do not blend well at all. That was making me hesitant to doing a look. But I'll go ahead and break down what is on my eyes now. So here from the inner to the half, okay, from the inner corner to half of my eyelid is this golden color here. Wait, and that's it. Oh wait. And then just a little smidgen of this very dark brown color is on the outside of my eye, like the lightest touch, because that is too dark and it doesn't blend well enough for me to just have used it in a look like this. Because this palette has 0 transition colors, I had to turn to my original Juvia's Place palette and use the brown shade as a transition color, and then I went to the Saharan palette by Juvia's and used the shade Katsina as well to blend for transition. And then I also had to use the golden shade from the Juvia's Place palette on the outer part to help tone down this bright gold, because this is a very yellow gold, okay, and I'm not used to that. I like to use a more warm orangey, goldy, brownie, I don't know what you call it, brownish gold color. So I do like how this turned out. However, I did not like it until I put lashes on, okay? I was like doing it. I spent like 30 minutes blending all of this. And I was like, I hate this, it's ugly. I'm gonna take my whole face off and go to bed. And then I put the eyeliner on. I said, I hate this, this is even uglier. I'm gonna take this off and go to bed. And then I put the lashes on. I was just like, oh, okay, I can get with this or whatever. Like, it's cute or whatever. My favorite colors from this palette, or like the only colors that I actually like, is this gold color, this green color, because it reminds me of Gilded Ganache from Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, which is one of my favorite shades. And then this like slate gray color, in which I don't think you could tell here on camera, but it has like gold and like green, gold, green, maybe purple shimmers. It has like multicolored glitters in it, and it is gorgeous. It reminds me of a mix between Gilded Ganache, like if Gilded Ganache, a matte black eyeshadow, and I don't remember the name, but it's like the black shadow from the Venus 2 palette that has all the glitters in it. If all three of them decide to have a baby, that's what this would be, okay? In theory, I would love to love this brown, but this is one of the shadows that doesn't show up for worth crap. Now, I know my skin is brown, but that doesn't mean that this color can't show up on it. I have plenty of brown eyeshadows that will argue against that. Oh my god, I almost stopped breathing. And while I'm never going to use any of these ashy white colors, well, this isn't white, but like ashy light colors, while I'm never going to use any of these ashy light colors, I think this one also does not show up very well either. Like, I'm talking about even after dipping my finger in it 3 times into swatch, it was trash. So what do I rate this palette? I rate this palette, I rate this palette a 5 out of 10. That may be generous and maybe not. I can't just completely say it's trash because it's not complete trash. Like, I've had worse. Honestly, the worst palette that I have that I own is one of the first palettes I ever really bought, which was the Smashbox. Smashbox, yes, that's a new brand. The Smashbox Double Exposure palette. I do not like that palette at all. I like 2 colors in that palette. The rest, they don't show up whatsoever. Like, you have to use water with the palette, but that's not what this review is about. The point is, I would put this probably on the same level, maybe slightly above the Smashbox palette. So I rate this 5 out of 10, with 10 being the best and 1 being the absolute raggediest. So before I end this video, let's talk about the mascara it came with. I would love to be like, the saving grace of this VoxBox was this mascara. They gave me the best mascara ever. Look how my lashes turned out after wearing this mascara. No, I can't. I can't tell you that whatsoever. If I had to rate this mascara on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best and 1 being the raggediest, I would give this a 1. Why? Let's look at the brush, shall we? That's the first mess up. You done goofed. Look at, I gotta really get this right. Hold up. I'm gonna just look at this brush, y'all. You probably really can't see it. I'm gonna put it against my nose. There we go. Look at this brush. Where is the bristle? The bristle isn't but like right there. There's barely any bristles. That's the first part. Then there's the formula. I don't know what it is about this formula, but it does absolutely nothing for my lashes. When I first got this, I think I was going out to eat with my family, so I put this on. I was like, let me try this mascara out for the day. First of all, it looked as if I licked my index finger and went like this on my eyelashes to use that as mascara. As in, there was hardly no kind of effect. And so then there's the fact that when I come home, okay, I'm taking my makeup off and washing my face, I use makeup wipes and micellar water, and there were still like remnants of this formula on like on my bottom waterline for 2 days after that. That makes no sense. There shouldn't be, yes, this was in my brow, there shouldn't be a whole bunch of residue from this after I've used makeup wipes and micellar water and I wash my face. That doesn't even make any sense. And then for it to be that extra and not do anything to my lashes, trash. The only saving grace about this mascara is that it is one of the few mascaras I have that can successfully coat my bottom lashes without getting all over my bottom lid. That's it. So overall, I would have to rate the whole entire VoxBox. It says for like my average, when I combine the averages of all the products, a 4.3 out of 10. But I'm gonna just bump that up to a 7, because in theory, like, the fact that they gave me an eyeliner and an eyeshadow and a mascara all together, like those three things, they fit. The packaging was really pretty, and the concept was great. It's just that there are certain aspects of the box that weren't that great. So I'm just gonna not be mathematical. Let's just say that I would say I would rate the whole box itself a 7 out of 10. Okay, because in theory I like the box and I love VoxBoxes. Now, like I said, I received these products for free in exchange for my honest, as you could see, my honest review. So just make sure you check in the description box below for any and all helpful information. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, as well as follow me on my social media to stay up to date with the shenanigans of my life and other things. Also, message me on AIM. Bye!